Greetings, humans! Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. You're here, 29 year, a veteran of the woods. I tell you what, people, Beer just got back from the Senate. Oh man, his back hurts so much. I tell you what, that Mark Anthony out there, how dare you, sir? How dare you? No wonder he hasn't been around. No wonder. Yes, indeed. Grant's here. Good to see Grant out here. The statue in the back on the left looks like it's having a ball. But a bump. There we are. The first dad joke of the evening here. The first dad joke. Very good. Congratulations. Get a nice. Oh, he keeps changing it. I keep missing it. It is a Grantish Crosby out there. Grantish Crosby. Very cool. Very, very cool indeed. Yes, indeed. It is, people, it is the Ides of March out there. You know, a lot of people, they say, December 7th, dates that live in infamy, 9/11, something like that. No, it's March 15th. That's when Caesar got stabbed in the back out there. In the Senate, of all places to be stabbed in the back. Well, at least they had plenty of witnesses out there. But, kind of a sort of a proto-Trump out there, I suppose. Yes, indeed. So, anyways, we're trying to make homage to all that. Well, you gotta have the classics, the classic paintings out there. We're gonna be talking about other artwork, but you gotta go back to the classics sometimes. Yes, indeed. All right. Speaking of artwork out here, not really comparable. Can't really compare the two out here, but we've got some great, plenty, a multitude. Hold on, let me see. One. Hold on, let's find out how many there are. One of these days, professional show, yada yada yada. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. 8. Well, 9. This one. Updates for you good people. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Let me find my thing. One of these days, we will do a professional show. Not today, though. Not at all today. Where am I? What is going on with this? That is, I do not need Rambo. But speaking of Rambo, we've got, from your boy Zach out here, Richard C. Meyer. He's got a progress update. That would be the Jawbreakers Forever, the graphic novel out there. He says, hi everyone. Hiya, boy. Of the 14 additional pages that are being added to Jawbreakers Forever, 9 are drawn and 7 are colored. Thanks, Richard. A very brief, a very abbreviated update here, but there we go. I can't click on anything there, but he does show them. He does show the files, I suppose. The files out there. So there you are. There is some files being worked on studiously out there by the let's see. I'm trying to remember who was drawing this. I trying to remember. Was it Aaron Alfetti that's doing it? If it is, he's doing a lot of work out there. Doing plenty of work out there. But there you go. There is your Jawbreakers Forever. Cheapest comic in Comicsgate out there. Not dollar-wise, not as far as quality goes. So there you are, some good stuff there from your boy. 9 are drawn and 7 are colored, so that would add up to that's more than 14 pages. Beer did not pass algebra out there, but I'm pretty sure 9 plus 7 adds up to more than 14 out there. But there you go. There is 14 additional pages, including whatever else is out there. Yes, indeed. So there you go. Hopefully, one of these days, we will be getting Jawbreakers out there. Great to see Amy. Great to see Amy out there. Great to see Amy. Let's see. I'm all right. Edwin. I'm guessing Edwin Boyette. Schemes and Scams. Started story time again, and I did a couple of drawings for the current book. Oh, very cool. I didn't even know he was doing A-books. There you go. Interesting. Interesting about that. 9 plus 7 is 16. I bare knew it. I mean, you might have failed algebra, Bear, but you can figure some things out. When bears can add up a little bit better than your boy out here, that means trouble. Grant says, I wish more fans of modern media had read the classic books we did growing up. That would be, let me go back to it. That would be the great Shakespeare. Apparently, Shakespeare is a white supremacist and some sort of a detriment to British society, even though he helped out British society. I don't know, can't figure it out. But there you go. And oh gosh, who was that? Let me find it here. Since Grant asked, I did put it in the description. Vincenzo Concini. That would be the death of Julius Caesar out there. That would be the Ides of March. Beware the Ides of March, said the soothsayer out there. One of these days, Bear would like to be a soothsayer. Like, oh yeah, I told you about the masks. Bear told you about the crypto. I tell you what, people, Bear should be a soothsayer. Bear the Soothsayer. That would be a new channel. That would have to be a new channel out there. Yes, indeed. Grant is getting the minimum amount of exercise out there. There you go. Very cool. Very cool. Always try running from bears. That would give you plenty of cardio. Unless you're caught. You always try to run. You don't have to be the first place person. You just don't want to be the last place out there if you're running for bears. Yes, indeed. Melissa has her phone. Great to see Melissa out here. Melissa's got her phone. That's good. If Bear recalls correctly, something happened with either Amy or Melissa's phone out there. One was trying to have to borrow from the other, and that's terrible. That's terrible when you have to borrow a phone from somebody. Bear the tea leaf reader. Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. I do. Bear does enjoy a good cup of tea. In fact, let's take a drink. Ah, there we are. Yes, indeed. All right, moving briskly. Briskly, I say, along here. Kind of an update here. Maybe I can get to it one of these days. There we go. From Von Klaus, the Vonster out there. Yes, indeed. He has an update for his project here, Terror in the Trenches. He is back. He is back and better than ever, people. Hey, Trenchers. Hey, Vaughn. Life came punching. I got back up. Let's get to business. He says, my 10-year-old iMac finally died. 10 years old? I got loud, man. You got to update there. 5 years, and then probably it's time to move on. You can stretch it to 6 or 7, but yeah, after that, hard drives, all that other stuff. Gotta back it up, man. Back it up out there. Let's see, it died on him and took a little bit of data with it. Meanwhile, Terror at the Trenches was at the printer awaiting his fixes. Then both of his GameCubes died. Oh my god. I mean, when one dies, that's terrible enough. But then you got both. You should probably figure out what's going on. Do not go to Vegas. Don't go to Vegas because your luck just isn't there. I shrugged, he says, almost expecting it. Life always takes the biggest bite it can, and also bears out here. So you just gotta roll with the punches. He says, now I can officially say with confidence, these back up and running with the terror in the... Actually, I've got the... Where is it here? There you go, look at there. Up and running with the terror in the trenches. Errors have been fixed and handed in to the printer. Now awaiting the printer to give him a new hand-in date. And he says thanks again to Michael Bancroft for the help. Well, thank you, Mr. Bancroft. Very cool. Very cool out there. Looking forward to Terror in the Trenches. He's got, if anybody checked out Monster MD, the same artist there. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. And people, we're not finished here. He also has, I can also proudly announced another story he wrote for his character, Cave Slave. Cave Slave out there. So there you go. There's your Cave Slave. We'll be seeing a print very soon, and you can get the standalone stories floppy when you purchase Serbius. Serbius. I don't know anything about Serbius out there, but you can get it if you get that. So there you go. There it is. Let's see. Cave Slave. Cave Slave is an action adventure about a rebellious slave that becomes the only hope her owners have of surviving in a brutal Stone Age arena. He says, do not miss. Do not miss. Not at all. Well, at least slaves in caves out there, at least they show some modesty out there. At least they can show some modesty out there. What is going on with her arm? Holy cow. Hold on just 1 second, people. Pardon Bear here for 1 second. Let's see. That is that long. Let's see. Her right arm there. Right arm is. It goes down to her knee. It might be that arm might be just a tad bit long. Just maybe it's been stretched out or something like that. The other arm looks okay. The right arm there, it looks kind of it looks a little long. Looks a little long. Yeah, she can reach stuff up on the top shelf out there. Probably helpful for that. Hey, slave, go get me something off the top shelf out there. Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, he says, thank you all so much for your support and patience as I got over some huge hurdles recently. You're going to love the final product. More updates soon. You're a fiend in comics. That'd be the monster out there. So there you go. There you are. Cave is written with splatter font. Shouldn't that be in stone font? Yeah, maybe switch it up there. Maybe switch it up and have the cave, yeah, the cave in this sort of, and then have slave as this sort of splatter. There you go. That would probably work a little bit better. We're just making this book better and better, just by being here. There you go. Yes, indeed. Poor GameCubes, I'm telling you. Not just one, but two. Not one, but two. By the way, he's actually, speaking of not one, but two, he's actually got not one, but two updates here. So he's actually got announcing the Psycho Killers. Greetings, fiends. This is from the Avonster out there. He's got, let me see, where is it here? I'm so excited to announce my next book. With Gifted Rebels, that would be the, what the hell is going on? What the heck? Hold on, people. What is this one of these things where it's like the negative? Hold on 1 second here, people. Let me see if I can. Professional show, yada, yada, yada. Okay, what is going on? Yeah, there it is. For crying out loud. It's one of those things where it's like the negative. I don't know. Anyways, there was. I'm looking at it. I'm like, wait a minute. Where did the text go? There's the text right there. We'll put it over. Put it over that one there. Psycho Killers is a story of a family of psychotic assassins. Pardon me. Psychic assassins. Well, they might be psychotic as well. On their last mission, to kill each other. There you go. Let's see. This top secret issue is limited to 500 copies, signed with a foil wrap cover. Sign up here. Well, you can't see it, but on the email. Do not miss his Psycho Killers out there. There you go. Written and designed by me with art by Paul Gorey. What a great name. Psycho Killers is a stylish action thrill ride into the world of psychic assassination and the family ties that bind them. Thanks for your support on the Terror in the Trenches printer, yada yada yada. We talked about that. Momentarily, just moments ago out there. So there you go. I don't know why. The see it disappears on you there, but yeah, that's what happens when you just grab stuff off of the internet there. But there you go. There we go. There's two books there from the Vonster out there, Von Klaus. Von Klaus out there. Alright, I am way behind on my chats. Hold on 1 second here, people. Let's see. Amy says, my replacement phone works even less than my old phone does. Holy cow! So she had to send it back. Ay 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Is it an Android or is it an iPhone? iPhone seemed to hold up. Beer still has his iPhone 8. The Lightning port doesn't work. He's got to charge it with the what do you call it? The little wireless charger there, but that's still hanging in there. One of Bear's favorite phones. The iPhone 8 did a great job. Didn't need anything else. Don't want to need the face thing or all the other stuff. I do like the minis though. Those were nice little phones. Bear would have wanted to check out one of the minis out there. But other than that, there you go. That's Bear's TikTok there. Let's see. Yes, bad phone luck, says Grant. Let's see. And he says, hopefully this one will work. A pay bunny is here. Finally. Finally. Took you so long. Yesterday was Pie Day. Today is Murdered Caesar Day. What a world we live in. Yes, indeed. I tell you, people. Murders, pies, pie murders, they all kind of go together. Yes, indeed. We all hope Mrs. and the little monies are doing well out there. Yes, indeed. Luigi's Mansion still looks amazing. Oh, Bear never played that one. Bear never played that one. Grant asked, did she enslave that flower? I'm not sure. The arm is just, I don't know, it's a little off for Bear. Little off there. P-Mine says, I usually think of cave as the place YouTube bears live and not a blood splattering. Well, a little from column A, a little from column B. Yeah, that's all right. Let's see. Melissa says, I did that on an old DNQ fan edition once, only it was Laura Croft. Oh, there you go. There you go. Hopefully you made her a super long that super long situation there. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering if they did this like in digital, and it was like, okay, we need to put the title up here, so we need to have her, at least hand over here, and they already drew the body, so it's like, oh well, let's just make the arm just a little bit longer, and maybe stretched it out just a little too much there, just a little too much. She can get anything off of the top shelf, says Amy. This is true. This is true. It is always fortunate ripped clothing somehow doesn't rip in perfect places. Yes, indeed. Well, they were modest back then. They were very modest back then. Let's see. Psycho Killer by Talking Heads. There you go. Psycho Killer, Psycho Killer. Yes, indeed. All right. Bear can move on. Oh, Android. I tell you. There's a little controversy out there that one of the commercials they show some girl, she's taking like pictures. She takes a picture of the moon and it's supposed to be better than a telescope. And they found out it was all fake. It was all just kind of, shenanigans out there. So there you are. There you are. Burger Pies, a burger with all the fixings. Hmm. Well, that's a new one on beer. That is a new one on beer. Baked into a flaky, a crispy crust. Hmm. 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 Interesting. Interesting. Beer will have to keep an eye on that one. All right. Where the hell are we? What are we doing? Come on, man. Come on, man. We've got plenty to get through here. I don't know what's going on with the psycho. No idea what's going on with that. All right, moving along here. Gunship. This would be the Gunship Thunderpunch numero dos plus the Synthwave album. From Brian Shearer out here. He's got a variant cover to reveal people. Well, let's do it here. Let's check it out together. There we go. I wanted to post this here before anywhere else. It's been a crazy year. Crazy year and a half for everyone involved in this book, but I finally got the variant cover art in. This would be line art by Robert Atkins and colors by Ross. Oh, I hope I pronounced this right. Paraschetti. Paraschetti. We'll go with that. What the heck? Why not? Why not? There we go. Very cool. Very 19. Not in a bad way or anything, but it looks very 1980s. Looks very very kind of neon colors out there. Except for the background, but yeah, there you go. There you are. He could be. Gunship could be in a disco studio somewhere. Ross also colored some of my Transformers work for Renegade Studios. He does an amazing job. Okay, as I said last time, make sure your addresses are correct. And Brian says we'll talk again soon. There you go. So looking for Gunship Thunderpunch, one of the a pretty good book when he put it out. Kind of a I would say unexpected surprise. Brian does some good work out there, but yeah, really good book. Really interesting book. Left it on a cliffhanger, so we gotta check out number 2 out here. Numero 2. Let's see. The president of the Village Inn restaurant is watching. What? Well, I feel beer feels honored out here. Do we put ketchup on a burger pie? Beer would not put ketchup on a burger. Or a pie. Either no mustard. I get some mustard. Ketchup goes on your French fries. Or sometimes if you get the McDonald's burger or something like that, and it's got the ketchup in there, and it kind of drips down off of the burger. You can still do that, kind of mixed with some mustard out there. That's great for fries as well. No, I wouldn't get. That's what you get the tomato for on the burger. You got your tomato. Why do you need to spread more tomato on it? I don't know. Never made sense to beer. Never made sense to beer. Grant says I'd leave the condiments up to the individual. I thought about it. Beef and onion topped with cheese and bacon. A repeat in layers. After cooking, I would go with shredded lettuce, a pickle, of course, and tomato. Beer likes all that, except for the cheese. Freaking intolerant out here. I have no idea how we got onto pies. Pies need to have a breadish top, bottom, or both, and needs a filling. Wait, did I just describe hamburgers, says Amy? This is interesting. You can probably fry it. You can probably, wrap it, in this sort of batter and everything, and then just kind of put it in the deep fryer. And then you would have a fried hamburger. That'd be kind of interesting. That'd be interesting out there. Tell that to El Presidente. That's coming. Beer wants his 10%, though. Village Inn comes out with a fried burger. Beer wants his 10%. You can just pay that in salmon, though. You can just pay it in salmon out there. So should we call submarine sandwiches a submarine sandwich pie? No! What? No! No! Terrible. That is Canadian talk out there for you. Canadian talk. Grant says, too bad I already ate today. I may actually try that in the near future. There you go. All right. Well, moving there. I don't know how we got on any of this. Beer blames the chat out here once again. Always somebody else's fault. All right, moving along out here. Come on, people, sing it with me. We've got from Graham Nolan out here. That's right, that would be the ghosts. The ghost of Matecumbe. The Ghost of Matecumbe. Week 16 update. Happy Monday, Ghoul Gang. Well, it's Wednesday, but that's alright, Graham. Time for our morning progress check-in. When he got back from Dallas, he brought with him the dreaded Concrud, the woo out there, which had him down and out for a couple of days. He's gotten some of the next batches of pages layered out, and he's back at it again and should be able to plow through a good rate this week. Greg turned in a couple more pages, and they look awesome. Well, let's take a look. Gosh dang it, why is it so small? Not for crying out loud. One of these days. Professional show, yada yada yada. Well, looks okay. All right. Anyways, there we are. There is his page. Here is a snippet. Since I showed you this as black and white, he did. Hold on, he did. Let's go through it here. Let's see. Oops. Turn it off here. 1 second. 1 second, people. No, that's not it. Deer's got a couple of them here. Let's see. Let's see. That's not it. That's not it. That's definitely not it. Okay, well, anyways, he shared it. He shared it at some point out there. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Since I showed this to you in black and white, there's so much quote atmosphere in the story that I swear you will feel the humidity. Gosh dang it, Bear, we just got rid of a lot of the humidity out here. It actually feels not too bad. It's like in the upper 60s today. Not too bad at all. You might even get a mosquito bite when reading. No, Bear doesn't want any more mosquitoes. Oh, it's hoping for a freeze. It would kill some mosquitoes out there. And we're only going to get to like the upper 30s. Gosh darn it. Trying to get rid of those stinking mosquitoes. Anyways, just a reminder of our other campaign. That'd be Joe Frankenstein. There's only, let's see, 19, 18, 17, 16 days left to back it. This campaign will not go into in demand, and when it's done, it is done, people. Just don't wait too long to back it. Any fish, have a great weekend, everyone. That'd be the best. The best from Graham out there. Yes, indeed. The ghosts. The ghosts of Matecumbe. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I guess you could feel the humidity coming out of there. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Amy has the oh. That's hard to keep that note. Really hard to keep that note. Let's see. Melissa asks, "Can any food sound tastier if you call it a pie? A tomato soup pie? I'm not sure how that would work. A nacho pie? Sushi pie, finally. Salmon pie, yes. Salmon pie sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty. Actually, Beer came across a recipe. It's kind of like a what was that called? Oh, the Gordon Ramsay thing. Oh gosh, not shepherd's pie. What am I- the beef Wellington. It's like a beef Wellington, but with salmon. So yeah, kind of, sort of, it was a salmon pie. It's kind of all wrapped around with your sort of pie sort of material there. It's got the salmon in there. And it's got some. It's interesting. It had like had what was it, spinach? Had some spinach in there. Had some tomatoes in there. All good stuff. All good stuff. Here we'll have to drop a link sometime on that one. That was pretty good. It was like beef Wellington, but with salmon instead of beef. So anybody knows what beef Wellington is, there you go. I was trying to think. I was like, okay, there's a very famous Gordon Ramsay recipe out there, but I was like, what was it? And kept thinking, oh, you stupid donkey. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It does sound. It doesn't even sound awesome. It tastes awesome. Yes, it does. Brussels sprout pie. How dare you, Peabody? That's almost taking away your wrench. Brussels sprouts and of course asparagus out there. Those are the devil's vegetables. Devil's vegetables out there. Yes, indeed. All right. Speaking of devils and vegetables out here, we got a great update. You can find it here. From it would be Aaron. Aaron. The Blood Hunters update. Nightclub pages. They're rolling in. He says, "Hey everyone. Hey Aaron. I just got back from my top secret industry inker. Uh, for the nightclub story, and they look awesome as expected. You can check them out below. Well, let's check them. Let's see if this will work, people. I hope this will work. Let's see if this will work. Do the thing. There's that one. Ah, gosh darn. Well, no, that's close. Come on, work. We can work. Anyways, the pencil's over there off to the. Ah, shoot. No, it's not working. For crying out loud. Freaking OBS, I tell you. Let's see. Anyways, let's try it here. Let's try it the different way. Let's try it. Oops, still get that. There we go. So there's the first page there. Aaron says, I am working on pages 36 to 38 this week on the Wraith of God story as the project moves forward towards completion. T-shirts will be arriving this week, and fulfillment on those will start immediately. Yes, indeed. So there's those two. Let's get the other ones up. That's some pretty good stuff. I like how it went from the pencils to the ink. You can really tell the difference between the two there. Pretty cool. Exciting times at Empire Comics, says Aaron. Thank you all for your continued support of this great comic project. So there you go. Some good pages. Excuse me. Good pages out there. Is that it? That is it. Oh, one more here. One more. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I liked how the inks kind of came out. Some really defining. I mean, Bear kind of took a look at it the first time. It's like, oh yeah, this is some good art. This looks really good. But yeah, the inking looks spot on there. The top secret inker out there, very top secret out there. We can only guess. We can only guess who it is. Yes, it is. Smooth like butter pie, says Melissa. Nice segue. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Fair tries. Every once in a while, we get close to the edges of a professional show out there. Not haven't quite. I need an arm like the one lady out there. Where is it here? Hold on one second. I need where is she? I need the lady that has the long arm here, so we can finally reach a professional show out here. There we go. Getting too much traction on that one. All right, moving along, people. Moving along briskly and quickly out here too. Not just this bear, but if you can find it, maybe the art T-Bear out here. And he's got for you people a doozy of an update. A doozy of an update out here. He says, hey everyone. Hey Art. It's time for an update on Black and White Volume 2. The book is looking totally amazing, and I'm drawing this book to bring these action-packed characters to life in a way that I've never done before. And he is loving every second that each of you have given me to do that. There you go. Having said that, it's taking a little longer than he had originally thought it would. It's good for the overall content of the book, but not getting good for getting it done by the original due date, which actually he stretched it out pretty far. So yeah, that's unfortunate out there. And while he could rush it along, it would be a shame to compromise what is turning out to be the best black and white adventure so far. So far, because there will be more to come. The book is turning out to be the way that I always envision these stories and these characters and story looking. Let me grab a drink for crying out loud. There we go. I really do believe that to rush the project along would also minimize the quality and enjoyment that you guys and gals out there will get. Which, by the way, let's kind of show some amazing artwork there. So my hopes are that you're willing to extend me the additional time. Go ahead, Art. To complete this crazy, fast-paced comic in a way that is worthy of your support. By the way, the first black and white took quite a while out there. Nothing wrong with it. Art was going to do essentially kind of I think he was just kind of doing like a little touch up of the black and white stuff. He ended up basically redoing the entire comic there and redrawing it. So that's why book one took a little while, and apparently it's going to take this one a little bit. Here's a small taste of what you can expect from this book when it's in your hand. Well, let's take a look at it, people. There is a whole lot going on. I'm going to blow this up. Blow it up. There we go. Bring it down just a little bit there. There we go. There is Whitney. Whitney there just battling some bots. It looks like they're at like an airport. I guess they're at an airport there. Battling the bots. Battling the bots out there. And was it Reed? Reed Blackett, I think is the other character's name there. And of course, I forget the other two guys' name out there. But yeah, there they go. They are battling the bots, and the blots are exploding out there. They are exploding indeed. Holy cow. That's some fine ink, Art. That is some fine ink out there. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, Art does his own show right at the same time Bear does his show. So there you go. If you have any questions, go over to Art's channel and ask him about it. No, don't actually do that. Don't actually do that. Because you want to be here with Bear. The real Bear, not an Art Bear. Not an Art Bear out there. Anyways, there you go. Some good stuff. This looks like it's just one page, so very cool. Very cool, Art. Looking good. It doesn't say. Let's see. Does it say how many pages he's on? No, it doesn't say. Doesn't say. Oh, and great news in regarding to the High Octane Adventure. That's the other book that he's doing with this. I'm trying to remember who was doing the art with this. I can't remember right off. I believe that Von Klaus is doing the story, and is it Pedro that's doing the art? Pedro Bear can't remember here. Can't remember right off the top of the bat here. But there you go. Some great artwork here. Great colors too. Great colors. Kind of more of a I don't want to say a kid's adventure there, but that's kind of what it looks like. Kind of the Saturday morning cartoon kind of look there. So very cool. Very cool. Great colors. Great colors. Bashing the bots. All sorts of good stuff. All sorts of great stuff out there. So there you go. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Von Klaus does some great work out there as far as stories, so looking forward to this. Anyways, thank you, Art says, for your belief in him and the book. So there you go. Very cool. Good job, Art. Doing some good work out there, even if it's taken a little bit longer than people might expect. Unfortunately, that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes. Let's see. The strap looks super protective, says Grant. Well, I guess that's on the other. Let me go back to it. I guess that was on this one there. The strap. Which strap? There's so much going on, man. Holy cow. Anyways, yeah, we will say a doozy. Bear does say it is a doozy. That's old man speak. But that's all right. I mean, Art was born in like the 1700s, so it's fine. It's fine out there. Straps and spandex make the best armor. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Grant must have a full spandex outfit. I'm sure my neighbors will understand. It's for defensive purposes. Yes, indeed. There you go. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Grant's out there doing stretches in his spandex out there. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Once again, people. Once again, moving briskly along. This would be from Inglorious Rex numero 2 from Yanzi out here. The CGC Signature Series comics have been added. We have a quick update to the project and want to announce before we show off the update. Due to backers' requests, we're giving you the chance to pick up CGC signed and graded copies of all 9 Lives comics to date out there. So that's 1, 2, and Beer never figured out the Starlight Cats book out there. I didn't know if it like was it a parody of some stuff or was it actually like a little kid's book. It just happened to be through Comicsgate and everything. I didn't get the book. Didn't really kind of catch on what was going on with that book. So kind of says, I'm gonna let that one slide there. But yeah, Glorious Rex, a pretty good book out there. Still have not figured out. Still have not figured out. Okay, it goes from the printer to the CGC, folks. And it's like, okay, nobody's touched it. Like, why isn't it like a 10? Why is it a 9.8 or 9.7 or whatever? Like, literally, nobody has touched it. Nobody has sneezed on it. Nothing like that. Maybe somebody at the print shop, like it banged up against a table or something. But never quite figured that out. Like, wouldn't it be 10? Like, wouldn't it be like, okay, come from the printer, went straight to the CGC, folks. Okay, that's the 10. Everything else below that is like graded on that. It's kind of like whatever. Like what is it? The Olympic sports, like they dive or what is it? Like the figure skating or something like that. We need the East German judge out there to be like, oh, that's like a 12. Like, okay, we got to bring it back. Figure out what the East German or West German side says, and like, oh, okay, we'll make it work. It comes out to a 9.8 or something like that. So, still haven't quite figured that out. It is a mystery to be around here. And let's see. Amy says only ever 9.8. You can't get any higher than that. Yeah, I do remembers the last time there, but still, it is confusing to be around here. Let's see. Amy says, so if anything was ever rated a 10 in condition, it would create a singularity that might collapse half of the cosmos. I hope not. Beer hopes he's on the other half. On the other half there. Yeah, again, I can't. Like, why? Why wouldn't it be a 10? I can't. Well, you know what? They got to sign it, so somebody's put their fingerprints on there. So I guess I went down in quality because it got signed. I guess for reasons. I don't know. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Each book will be signed by both Shane and Yanzi, and then graded and slat. That's why Shane takes it down point one, and Yanzi takes it down another point one. That's how it is. And then graded and slabbed by CGC before they're mailed out to you. We are not currently limiting the number of copies for Starlight Cats number 1 and Inglorious Rex number 1. However, since they do not overprint their books by a lot, once stock starts running low, we will remove the CGC options for these two books. If you're interested in getting all three books, they have a 3-pack offer there on their websites. There you go. Once again, they're kind of doing some of their stuff through their website, and also having some stuff out there for Indiegogo as well. So, be kind of interesting to see which one does a little bit better there. There you go. And now for the promised art update here. Let's check it out. Here is the crazy spread of Rex's 232 and Razor fighting outside of Arc City. What are they fighting and how is this battle resolved? Be sure to check out Inglorious Rex II to find out more. There you go. There you are. Hopefully, one of Bear's complaints about the kind of minor complaint, not a huge deal, but he had some great artwork there, and a lot of it, he was trying to write a novel length book and put it into a comic book. So a lot of the great art that he had got covered up by a lot of the word balloons there. So there you go. Just kind of trim that down just a little bit and showcase off some of the great art. I was trying to remember. There was like a two-page scene there where he was writing. What was his name? Oh gosh. So it was just a generic name. I can't even remember it. Anyways, the main character there, he's riding on his bicycle and everything. The 2-page spread looked great, looked awesome, but there was a lot of talking going along, a lot of exposition going on there, and it covered up a lot of that great stuff. So hopefully they'll be able to keep a little, or just put in like an artist edition. Just come out with like a black and white one. without any talking going on. Anyways, thank you for backing Inglorious Rex. We're having a blast, haha, working on these pages, and we'll look forward to getting you the books out there. So there you go. There you are. Grant says comic gloves. Yes, we need to have comic gloves out there. What was that? Like the white glove treatment out there? It was like the butlers or something like that. They have the little white gloves. Oh, we can't touch anything. Like smoking gloves for Macasium's pipe smokers out there. There you go. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need. Wouldn't the people packing the comics to ship oh, for crying out loud. That's another couple points off. Melissa is trying to figure out how to take as many points off of Starlight Cats as she can out there. There you go. Still trying to figure out what Starlight Cats is about. I have no idea. It's about cats in space, apparently. Apparently, somehow, some way. Yes, indeed. All right, and finally, oh boy, people, where do we even start with this one? Finally, where do we even go, people? I don't even know. That would be from our good friend Mike out here. Lonestar. Mind of the Monster. He says, so infuriating. Oh boy. Here we go. Well, not even my latest colorist, who is literally doing just flats, has gone off the radar. I hope he wasn't in the Black Sea somewhere. What is the deal with colorists exactly? Well, they color pages for comic books out there. He's doing the Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with colorists? We're 13 pages away from the book. Mike, come on, man. Oh, for crying out! Just how long ago did Bear say this? Just hire Kelsey Shannon like a year ago. Just go ahead and hire Kelsey. Bear was trying to stir the pot a little while back. He was saying, with Mike flush with crypto money, he says, just go ahead and hire Kyle Ritter. Get Lonestar out. Kind of block Cyberfrog out there and get Lonestar out first. Just kind of stir the pot a little bit. I don't care. Whatever, Kelsey. Whoever, make it a dang coloring book for crying out loud. Mike, oh, for crying out loud. We're 13 pages away from finishing the book, and I can't get one colorist to stick it out all the way through. I'm actually considering using AI to flat the rest of the book if I can figure out how to do it. LOL, is that an actual LOL, or are you actually going to use AI? Oh, for crying out loud. No, Mike, come on, man. Just make it a coloring book. Just turn D and Q. Just have D and Q tonight. Just have D and Q be the first ever color D and Q. We are coloring Mike's Lonestar pages tonight. Make it do like a 3 or 4 week kind of episode there. Get all 15, 13 pages, whatever the hell. All those pages colored, and there you go. Away you go. He apologizes. I'll figure it out eventually. No rush there, Mike. I just don't want to have to hire someone else when we're this stinking close to the end. Hope you're having a good day. Smiley face. That's from Mike. That's from Mike out there. 13. Unlucky 13 pages on the Ides of March out here. Yes, indeed. A beer will color it. What the hell? It can't be that hard, can it? I mean, you don't color over the lines. You put the green where the green's supposed to be and red where the red's supposed to be, and you color it all in. You do the hokey pokey. You turn it all around. That's what it's all about, people. That's what it's all about. 13 pages, all for crying out loud. Just do it yourself. Wait a minute. Who is doing the Chateau book? Who's doing the Chateau book? Somebody's got to be doing the coloring on that one. To say, hey, yo, can you throw me a little bit of help here on the old Lone Star? Come on, man. Let's do it. D&Q Coloring Edition. There you go. Here you are. Cursed! I don't know which one is more cursed, the Shadow book or the Lonestar book out there. I mean, people have literally died in both books. I mean, not characters. I mean, actual people. They've literally died. Literally. Ay, 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 ay. I don't know. Maybe Bear doesn't want. We'll just let Timmy McTimerson have it. Here you go, Timmy. This book is cursed. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I don't have anything to do with it. No, I must have check out Lonestar. Come on, it left on a good note there. Let's see what happens at the end. Let's see what happens. Anywho, anywho. Who are these people? Says Grant. What's the deal with these colors? There you go. Yeah, the contestants will get paid. I like that. I like that idea. The D&Q coloring edition. Amy, bring that if they have a show tonight. Just bring that up. Bring that up to old Mike. Just say, hey, let's go ahead and just do it right here. Let's go ahead and do it. We don't need to wait. We can do it right now. We can do it in 2 hours. Wait, you think you can do a page in 2 hours? I mean, you can kind of how many people do they normally have in D&Q? Like 5, 6 people or something like that. Split it up amongst everybody there. You know, you're reading through your Lone Star, and then all of a sudden the last 13 pages are like, wait a minute, this is completely different from the first of the book. That's all right. That's right. Or just make it a coloring book and let it just figure itself out there. Here you go, Timmy, a brand new coloring book. Melissa. Oh, Melissa has the quote of the day here. The Dies of March. The Dies of March. There you go. She's asking about the previous one. So, assuming they use gloves, do they deduct points for touching the gloves as they put them on? Do you need to make a book on a space station to get a 10? Oh, wait, is that what they're waiting for? The first book in space. Space. There you go. The Dies of March. That's ah, chef's kiss there. Chef's kiss. Yes, indeed. All right, there you go. Anywho, that is our crazy updates for this week here. We got some. What's going on with this? There we go. Come on, professional show. One of these days, we will do. Not today, though. Not today. All right, I had somewhere here. Oh, there we go. There we are. There we are. Oh, I gotta get the chat up. That would help. Let's see. There they are. And I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if anybody checked out the Oscars the other night. They actually had an award ceremony for movies. Most people don't know. It's called the Oscars out there. From Front Page, a great website if you haven't checked it out. David Horowitz, a red diaper baby out there, turned his way around, making life a little bit better for himself. From Dear Country, he says, I'm not saying I'm a hero, but I did watch the Oscars, so you didn't have to. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. The real problem with the movies they nominate and the people they reward. Yes, indeed. I think this was from last year because they had it at is it called Union Station out there in California? I forget the train station. They kicked out all the bumps so they could bring in the better people out there and have some sort of awards shindig out there. So that isn't. They have it at the. It was at the Old Man's China Theater. What's it called now? The Dolby. They built this huge thing just to have the Oscar there. And they show movies as well, but it's mainly for the Oscars. I'm part of a shrinking breed of Americans who love movies and watch the Oscars. That is, I don't know what the overlap is there. Holy cow. There are fewer movies every year to love, and the Oscars haven't been insufferable crap since I finished puberty, but I still watch just in case they accidentally don't suck. They never do. That being said, it does bother me that an industry that has such potential to entertain and inspire now spends its time preaching and harassing. I haven't seen a Best Picture winner since 2015, and only 6 winners since 2001. From the previous 20 years, I've seen all but 5, and almost a complete reversal. I'm not talking about at the time, but since they've been out. Yeah. Name for Bear a Best Picture winner since 2015. Anybody remember what the one this year was? Anybody would remember what the one last year was? Or the year before that? Or even the year before that? There's got to be something out there that's been pretty good, right? 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 Yeah. I have zero interest in seeing most of the winners recently, or even the nominees. The percentage of nominees I've seen is even lower than the winners. Actually, poor Angela Bassett out there. She was not happy. Not happy that she didn't win. She had already won once before. Wasn't happy this year, though. Oh, why? Because these movies are boring. I can't say they suck because I haven't seen them, but the subject matter is boring. I couldn't care less about the latest trans movie or victim of color movie a bunch of blowhard critics have deemed to be important, or a bunch of millionaires demand I care about. I'm not a transphobe. The suffix phobe means fear. I'm trans. I couldn't care less. That is a long bumper sticker. I'm sick of getting preached to by anyone. Oh, when cable news gets preachy, I turn it off. That's why Bear watches the Food Channel. When movies get preachy, I don't go. Honestly, I don't give a gosh darn if I agree with what's being said or not. Enough with the demanding people act a certain way. Garbage, garbage. What? Hey, let's not bring garbage into this. Come on, man. This year's Oscars were pretty boring, to be honest. Host Jimmy Kimmel tried, but he's just not funny anymore. Anymore? Wait, when was he? I mean, beautiful ladies bouncing on trampolines. I mean, that's great, but I wouldn't say that's funny. Opening 15 minutes were tough to watch, not because the rich leftist host was a hypocrite about politics or he was bashing anything, but because it wasn't even interesting. I don't even like Kimmel, and I was embarrassed for him. It went downhill from there, but it was also downhill before then, too. On the red carpet, one of the, quote, big stories from the event was Hugh Grant being called rude for not suffering no talent chunky model. uh, that's terrible. It's a woman of fat, sir. A woman of fat out there. How dare you? Chunky model. Ashley Graham's vapid questions. Quote, so tell me. Graham started her final question in the most Valley Girl way possible. Quote, what does it feel like to be in Glass Onion? It was such an amazing film. I really loved it. I love a thriller. How fun is it to shoot something like that? At this point, I'd forgotten Hugh Grant was in A Glass Onion since he only appeared for less than a minute in a cameo, and the movie sucked. And he goes on to talk about that. Grant likely spent less than half a day on set and never interacted with much of the cast. If Graham Chunky Muddle had actually seen the movie, and you have to suspect she hadn't since he called it a thriller, and it's not, as she would have known Grant wasn't really in the movie, and the question producers whispered into her ear was stupid. Instead, she belched it up, and woke leftists got upset that Grant, a leftist himself, didn't suffer this fool with a smile. Actually, Bear is old enough to remember when Hugh Grant completely dropped Elizabeth Hurley to go to Skid Row to pick up a he/she out there. So Hugh Grant, definitely ahead of his time. Definitely not a kind of uptight. What would she say? Stupid. Rude. Definitely not rude. What have we become? He says. Then there was the best costume winter, Ruth Carter, who won it for a Black Panther Wakanda Forever. At a press conference backstage, she attempted to wrap herself in victimhood. I studied, I scrapped, I dealt with adversity in the industry that sometimes doesn't look like me. She told reporters. Well, she's not a gay man. So yeah, the fashion and costume industry doesn't look like her. Who cares? She's black. Who cares? She's black. Okay, there you go. This wasn't Carter's first rodeo, however. She won her second Oscar Sunday night. Her first came for the first Black Panther. The costumes in both movies were fine, I guess, but the ones in the sequel weren't that different from the ones in the original movie. If anybody saw that, did anybody just say, "Holy cow, look at those costumes"? I mean, you're in a superhero movie, so of course they're going to be in costumes. I mean, it'd be kind of silly if they weren't. Maybe spandex. They should just do straight spandex like Grant is. Yet she played the victim card because victimhood is currency on the left. It's what they aspire to, and what they're willing to make it to get it out there. A counterfeit victimhood spreads as easily as the real thing, sometimes more. And that's his real problem with the movies they nominate and the people they reward. I'll still watch, and I know you probably don't, but exponentially more people do than watch Fox. I'm guessing Fox News. You should be at least aware of what's happening in the culture, or we'll continue to lose. Well, Derek can just take it from you. I don't have to watch. If mostly to keep up with what the enemy is doing. But also because they might actually, if only accidentally, do something good too. I doubt it. It was nice to see seemingly nice guys once discarded by Hollywood. Brendan Fraser and Kei Hui Kwan. That would be a short round from Indiana Jones. Win. Good for them. Redemption stories are always nice. The rest of it, well, maybe Will Smith was a smart one for getting banned last year. Oh, slappy slap. Oh, slappy slap out there. So there you go. Who was this? Derek Hunter. Derek Hunter out there. Front page. He's a hero for watching the Oscars. Yes, indeed. Amy has Sonic 2. Sonic 2. That couldn't have been any worse than any of the other movies they nominated. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't think we care either. Well, I'm sorry, Grant. Beer apologizes. Yes, giving perfectly good garbage a bad name. That's terrible out there. Terrible, terrible, terrible. This one actually was covered before. I just wanted to kind of just make mention of it. Disney being very careful with Star Wars movie development and also Marvel brand. Let's see. And he says, "Do you really need a third or fourth sequel for every character?" Well, if it's a good movie, then yeah, people might not mind that. I mean, how many different Batman movies have we had for crying out loud? So there you go. There you go. I wonder if he was saying something here. Hold on. Yeah, they're talking about the Ant-Man and the Wasp. Not doing very well. We talked about that before. Um, here we go. Here we go. He says, "There's nothing anyway inherently off in terms of the Marvel brand. I think we just have to look at what characters and stories were mining. Mining. If you look at the trajectory of Marvel in the next 5 years, there will be a lot of newness. He's going to turn back to the Avengers franchise with a whole new set of Avengers, for example. So, the paragraph before that, they're talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp not doing very well. I mean, $450 million is not bad, but they spent a whole lot of money to get it there. The same person that's going to be doing the next Avengers film is the guy that wrote Ant-Man and the Wasp. So there you go. If you think that the Avengers is going to turn it around, the guy that thought that MODOK and his butt were just terrific. They were great out there. He's going to be doing the next Avengers film. So not really sure how that's going to work out there. He goes on to start talking about Star Wars. They're going to pause in terms of feature films out there. Let's see. Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Takiti Watiti or whatever the hell his name is. He's doesn't sound like he's going to be doing a Star Wars film. Thank goodness. Oh god, what's her name? Patty Jenkins cut from Star Wars there. So they're definitely going through a pause. Going through a pause out there. He says, we're going to make sure when we make one, it's the right one. So we're being very careful out there. Well, they're cheapening their brand by doing the whole Mandalorian and Andor and all that stuff on the Disney Plus. By the way, Mandalorian season 3, the very first episode, uh, actually was worse, fewer viewers than what was it, the Boba Fett show. So there you go. I don't know if Mandalorian is still holding the candle out there. It's really hard to do a Star Wars show without doing the production budget to it. So I think that's probably where they're going wrong here. But there you go. Just make a really good film out there. Put the budget to it. Get the right people in there, and you'll do okay. But too much in the background there for all those people. The forthcoming live-action version of The Little Mermaid, he said, attests to the potency of Disney. I think when you see that, it'll remind you just how strong the brand is. So keep that in mind when The Little Mermaid only makes, $300 to $400 million on a $400 million budget or something like that. There you go. There you are. He's got a point. Does anyone remember Jaws 3 and 4? Does anybody remember Jaws 2? Let's see. Was the one in 3D? I think it was the third one, right? It was like Jaws 3D. Yes, it was. I remember someone joke about 3D Jaws once. Maybe it was real. Well, they had the kind of joke in the second Back to the Future movie when he goes forward in time to the year 2019 or something like that. He went to the futuristic world where we all have hoverboards and stuff. Yeah, they had the sort of 3D effect, like Jaws was coming out and was going to bite him. It was like for Jaws 23 or something like that. Yeah, anyways, plenty of jokes out there. Did the Mermaid movie come out? I haven't heard about. No, I think it's coming out later this year sometime. I think it's coming out in the summer, if Bear remembers correctly out there. So, anyways, there's your Star Wars Marvel news of the day out there. News of the day. Jaws 3D, says P Money, was the first 3D movie he ever saw. There you go. There you go. It was all it was all uphill from there. You start at the very bottom, and then you just work your way up. Work your way up. All right, people. Never saw this the other day. Kind of interesting. I didn't have it at the time, but we got to do it, people. We got to do. Oh, by the way, deadline. DD Hayes out there. There you go. Cocaine cat taken into custody at the Cincinnati Zoo. This is just the news and Danielle Hodes out here. The incident occurred after the recent release of the horror comedy. It's a comedy? Cocaine Bear, still waiting on his 10%. An African serval cat recently got into cocaine and was found in a traffic stop in Ohio before being taken to the Cincinnati Zoo, which just tells you that the zoo is animal prison out there. An incident in which life appears to have imitated art. The incident occurred after the recent release of the horror comedy. It's a comedy, a Cocaine Bear, which is loosely inspired by the true story of Bear. I mean, a 175-pound black bear that in 1985 went on a rampage after apparently ingesting nearly 75 pounds of cocaine from a duffel bag belonging to a cocaine smuggler who died trying to parachute from an airplane. Excuse me. In the more recent incident, the feline cat's owner was pulled over by police in Oakley, Ohio. That's when it jumped out of the car and leaped into a tree, according to animal control officials. The call to rescue the cat A call to rescue and save the cat came to the agency about 2 a.m. According to the Associated Press. The cat, named Amiri, was taken in for medical care, and a drug test found traces of cocaine in the agitated cat system. They're doing drug tests on cats? What the hell? Okay. It's become standard to test. Oh, okay, to test exotic animals for drugs ever since a Chapin monkey was found with methamphetamine in its system in 2022. And you thought monkeys were hyper before. Wait till you see a monkey just messed up on methamphetamine. Holy moly! Miri's owner surrendered custody of the cat before it was admitted to the Cincinnati Zoo. It's illegal to own animals weighing over 40 pounds in Ohio. Wait, what? It's illegal to own animals weighing over 40 pounds in Ohio. What about the cows? Or the pigs? I don't think chickens weigh over 40 pounds, but I'm assuming maybe wild animals? We'll just say wild animals. Several have been classified as dangerous animals to own, including bears under the Dangerous Wild Animals Act of 1976. We all remember that. Cincinnati Animal Care gets about 8,000 animals a year. Holy cow, that's a lot. I hope they're not all on drugs. Hopefully not all on cocaine out there. Yes, indeed. P-Money says, I remember being horrified watching Back to the Future too. Well, I mean, it is a pretty horrifying film. Oh, can you imagine the disaster of a car pileup in the sky? Oh my goodness, that would be bad. That would be bad. Hey, great to see Fly Fox out here. Great to see. That sounds like a sad story, says Amy. Not a comedy. I hope the bear and cats get some help. Yes, indeed. They're at the zoo. Hopefully safe. Hopefully detoxing at the zoo out here. Yes, indeed. Did they give a cup to cat saying, go in this for your random drug test? Good luck trying to get a cat to try and pee into a cup. You might be waiting for a while. You might be waiting for a while. What about cows and pigs and horses? Horses too. There you go. I'm assuming it's wild animals. That would be kind of you can't wait. You can't have a animal over 40 pounds in Ohio. All the cow farmers have to move out of Ohio, unfortunately. We'll soon need rehab centers for cats and bears. Yeah, that might be true. Can't just send them to the zoo, people. Can't just send them to the zoo out there. We need to what's the thing where they let people out of the prison? We need to let animals out of the zoo. We need to start doing that. Yes, indeed. So there you go. Just the news and what was it? Was it Danielle Hootie's out here? Danielle Hootie's out here. Yes, indeed. And finally, people, finally we go to the New York Post and Ronnie Ray's. What a great name. Newark, that would be Newark, New Jersey, duped in Sister City scam by non-existent Hindu nation. It's a textbook case of an overseas scam, except for the victim was an American city. Officials in one of the greatest cities ever out there, Newark, New Jersey, was initially thrilled to partner with the Hindu nation of the United States of Kalisa. The only problem, the country doesn't exist. After hosting delegates from the made up country at the formal ceremony in January, City Hall has admitted that the whole thing was a scam led by the notorious Indian fugitive. Say it with me, people. Swami Nathendra Andhra. Yeah, that's close. Newark officials said the agreement only lasted for 6 days and was rendered baseless and void, adding that no money was exchanged in the ceremony. Just your dignity. Although this was a regrettable incident, the city of Newark remains committed to partnering with people from diverse cultures in order to enrich each other with connectivity, support, and mutual respect, a city spokesperson said. Well, you could be very diverse for partnering with people that don't actually exist. I mean, talk about the most diverse thing that you could do. I mean, that's very diverse. You can just make up people. There you go. I guess they've never heard of Google. Never thought to Google this. The Sister City program was established after World War II to promote cultural ties and commercial ties between two municipalities around the world. Newark is New Jersey's largest. It is? Holy cow. Wow. Not the landfill. Not the landfill. Let's see. Newark officials partners with the Hindu nation of United States of Kaliza, but 6 days after the signing of the agreement, the nation appeared to be non-existent. It just appeared to be. Just appeared to be. You got your phone right there. Just Google the United States of Kaliza. Hey, come on, man. During the signing ceremony on January 12th, Newark Mayor Roz Barka, what a name, told the fake delegates, I pray that our relationship helps us to understand the cultural, social, and political development and improves the lives of non existent people. But there's no improvement coming from the fictitious residents of Kalisa, and Newark residents only feel embarrassed that their leaders fell for a scam that could have been easily avoided through a simple Google search. No one in City Hall, not one person, did a Google search, so maybe we need a transformation of City Hall, because not one person said, let me go to Google and figure out if this was a fake city, said a resident there. There you go. There is the Indian fugitive. Say it with me, people. Swami Nityaprabhupada. He's an infamous scam artist over there in India. Yeah, those people look really mad about taking him away there. All smiles there. We found our fugitive. All smiles. Yay. A Google Map search of Kalisa only reveals a slew of temples in the southern half of India, and even a meditation center in Connecticut, but no city or nation. The first thing that pops up on Google, however, is a link to a website promoting the fake nation as an ancient, enlightened civilization, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. It also touts as the reviver, a claim that he is worshipped by more than 20 million people around the world. In reality, is an infamous scam artist who claims to have supernatural powers and has been on the run from hello, rape and child abduction charges. Man, oh man, why all the smiles there? What's going on? Come on, man. No smiles for that. Since 2019, according to reports from the New Indian Express. The conman was also subject to the 2022 Discovery Plus series, My Daughter Joined a Cult, along with promoting Naya Hunter's alleged achievements and those of his quote nation. The Kalisa website offers videos e-citizenship through a QR code. Oh boy, what? No crypto? No NFTs? Oh, come on, man. You're slipping. You were slipping, sir. Ay, 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 ay. So, anyways, there he is. There's, I guess, the mayor, and some of the scam artists there. So there you are. There you are. Just remember, people, if you ever have a sister city out there, just type it into the Google and just make sure that it actually exists out there. I mean, hopefully out there. Let's see. Melissa asks, can they have three 15-pound animals? Well, that might be interesting there. Grant tries to trip up Bear once again and say, it sounds like a Lovecraftian horror. It sure does. It sure does out there. Yes, indeed. It is pretty diverse when you don't have actual people. You can be as diverse as possible. You can have all 183 genders out there in your fictitious nation. Yeah, why not? 184. What the hell? Let's just say 185 genders, just to be diverse enough. Oh my gosh, they arrested him, didn't they? No, he's on the run. On the run. Let's see. I thought they said he was on the run. Yeah, on the run from those charges that he's had since 2019 out there. But hey, he gets around. Maybe they should go try and look. Hey, maybe he might be actually in Kalisa. Never know. Never know out there. Yeah, all smiles out there. I'm not sure if taken in on child abduction charges. That hey, it's all smiles for everybody out there. Not too sure about that. Not at all. Anyways, that is our good news, our news of the day out there, people. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, anyways, beer has to find find some actual food out here in the woods somewhere. Everybody's talking about pies, making beer quite hungry out here. But first, let's actually go through. We got to think. Good to see Fly Fox out here. Of course, the Lesters as well. And P Money will throw him in there as well. What the heck? And of course, a Grant. What is it now? Grant Ish Cosby out there. Crosby, rather. Yes, indeed. Anybody else? I'm scrolling through. All of our Russian bots and lurkers out there as well. We do appreciate each and every one of you out there. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, you know what? All this talk about pies. You know what? It's making Bear hungry. So he's gonna head back into the woods. So until next time, people. Grrr.